All right, I'm back again. And today I want to talk to you about what raising money for real estate projects and building a following have in common. Hey, I'm Ken. I used to be a homicide detective. I was a cop for over 15 years and I got sick of it. When I found out I was going to become a dad, I needed to make a change. In the last 15 years, I've started 4 different businesses in 4 different industries and they've made a lot of money. This channel is dedicated to showing people exactly how to build an 8-figure coaching business. Every single part of it. I love teaching people how to write books, how to get your books traditionally published, how to turn those books into 7-figure coaching businesses, and you're going to find all that information right here. Hey friends, I want to spend a few minutes with you and just dig into this because I am freaking, I got to tell you, I'm absolutely sick and tired of the critics, the negative BSers, like the people. So I did a post about a week and a half ago. And it was just a really simple post, and it was for my followers. And I said, listen, if you're raising money for real estate projects, start building a following. It makes it easier. And I was inundated, like completely freaking inundated by negative BS. Like people calling me a scammer, people telling me that you don't need to build a following to raise money for real estate, that you know, building a following is a waste of your time. If you need to raise money for real estate, it has nothing to do with it. You would not believe the shit that people were saying. It was just blowing my mind. So I wanted to spend a couple minutes with you guys and just help you to understand why it helps. And how am I qualified to even have this conversation? Like, a lot of people are saying, I didn't even know you were in real estate. Well, it's because I wasn't telling anybody. About 12 months ago, I decided to help some friends out and launch this little online course to teach people investing in vacation rentals, basically short-term rentals, cottages. And in the last year, that business has exploded. It's because it's such a hot topic. People love real estate investing and people are willing, like they want to know how to do it at a high level. Well, right around this, basically 5 years ago, I started buying cottages and with all the money I was making in digital marketing and renting them out on Airbnb. And I created a whole new income for myself in the rental income. Then I decided to take that game to a whole new level. And I started buying dilapidated old cottage resorts. And now we have a couple major projects under development. One is a $25 million project down in Napanee, Ontario on Hay Bay. Another one is a $12 million project on Lake St. Peter, north of Bancroft. And a third one I'm going out to visit on Monday is in Prince Edward Island. And it's a 5-acre property. It's going to be about a $55 million project. And I'm raising the money to do all of these projects. And listen carefully to this. I have a list of people waiting to invest in the projects. I have never struggled raising this money. And I never really raised money seriously in real estate ever before in the past. I always had other people do it for me. But looking back now, I started seriously raising money for the resorts a year ago, and I've raised over $10 million just in the last year. Just recently, I was sitting back thinking to myself, I said, self, how did that happen? How did I do that? Because here's what's fascinating about the way that I raise money. I hear people all the time. Like, I'm freaking serious. I hear people all the time that are telling me they're trying to raise money for projects and they struggle doing it. And I'm in Facebook groups all over Canada, like different Facebook groups. And I always see people in those Facebook groups saying, looking for joint venture partners. Hey, I've got this project. If anybody wants to come in on it with me, let me know. And it's pathetic. It's painful. They're struggling trying to do it. I've seen people acquire properties, get them on contract, can't raise the money, lose the projects. What if I told you you never had to end up in that situation and fundraising could be the freaking easiest thing you ever do in your life? What if I told you that? I hope I've got your attention by now. I really do. Because I want to explain to you what building a following and raising money have in common. So the first thing that you want to understand, if you're a real estate investor, if you're even thinking about real estate investing, the first thing that you have to understand, if you're ever going to be in a situation where you're raising money, is people do not invest in real estate. People invest in people. Let me say that again. People do not invest in real estate projects. People invest in people. So if you're serious about raising money in real estate, you have to understand that you are never going to raise a dime if the people that want to give you the money or are thinking about giving you the money don't like you, don't trust you. And so the first thing that you have to start thinking about if you're going to raise money is your personal image. How do you come across to people? Are you a credible person? Are you somebody that other people will trust? Now, in order to assess that or improve it, let's just say you're just getting started and you're saying, forget it. I'm not going to ask myself, am I credible or not? Ken, just tell me, how do I increase credibility? How do I increase that trust factor? It's really simple. Listen carefully to this. Number one, take your health and fitness seriously. I'm dead serious about that. If people are going to invest money in your real estate project, they want to know you're going to stay alive. I get real estate investors all the time. People investing in my projects. I get people all the time ask me, are you healthy? They literally ask me, are you healthy? Are you fit? Are you in good shape? And I know why they're asking, because they know if I die and this whole thing falls apart, they lose their money. So if you want to raise more money and you want to be efficient with it and you really want to build trust with the people that are eventually going to be giving you money, take your own health and fitness seriously. Now, that's not easy for a guy like me. Why? Because I like fast food. I like pizza. I like eating candy. I also like the occasional beer. So what do? I go to the gym 5 days a week. Literally in the gym. I freaking hate going to the gym. I have a personal trainer that I work with, and I'm in the gym literally 5 days a week working out. Why? It's because I know that I owe it to every one of my investors to maintain a physical fit state, both physically and mentally in my mind. And you know what the craziest part is? When I'm having conversations with people, I know it comes across. They see that in me. They can see that I'm healthy. They can see that I take fitness seriously. And that's just one little piece to the puzzle, but it's really important. Here's the other thing that will make it easier for you to raise money. And this is the heart of why you should build a following if you are thinking about raising money for any type of real estate project. So what building a following actually is. Step one is ask yourself, what social media platforms are potential investors on? So I realize they're on Facebook, they're on Instagram, they're on YouTube, they're on LinkedIn, they're on TikTok, and they're on Twitter, basically all of them. So I'm building a following on all of those platforms. Now, building a following is really simple. All you do is you get active with video. You create videos just like I'm doing right now. If anybody has any questions about what I'm talking about, or if you want to make comments, just go into the chat right now and type the comments. If you're catching this live with me right now, then I'll see the questions where I'm at and I'll answer them for you right now. If you're seeing this on a replay, don't worry. Just tag me in the post. So hit @Ken and then ask your question or comment. And if you want to be critical with me, you want to call me out, call me an asshole, say you don't agree with me, you don't need to build a following, say it. I appreciate your opinion and I won't be offended by it. I might roll my eyes a little bit, but I won't be offended by it. So if you want to build a following, figure out where are the people at, create a credible presence. So what I did when I set up my social media channels is I paid somebody on Fiverr $50 and they created all like the headers and all the pictures and made sure that it was credible. And then get good at creating videos. So for this video I'm creating right now, I'm using a Logitech HD webcam that's sitting on top of my computer, and I've got this Yeti mic. Why? Because it creates good video so you can see me well, and it creates good audio because I'm using this mic. When you're doing your videos, make sure you stare at the aperture of the camera, because that's what is making it feel like I'm looking right at you right now. If I look at myself, look how weird that looks, right? So I'm just in the habit of looking at the aperture as I'm doing it. And then what do you talk about? What are you going to talk about on cameras? Talk about real estate. Talk about real estate. A couple people that I follow, I'll tell you one guy that I don't follow him a lot, but I am starting to pay attention to his videos because he's doing a real good job of it. His name is Jeff Baker. And Jeff Baker is not in my coaching community at all. He's a guy that lives in Ottawa. I'll tag him in this so you can check him out. I just watched him doing a video. He's doing it right. So on his personal Facebook page, he's got a property up in Ottawa that they had some water damage from a recent ice storm, and he's got his camera going while he's there recording a video showing people the water damage. See, all these videos you do are going to actually help you to raise credibility with potential investors because they're watching you. Another person that you should watch is a good buddy of mine who's really smart about this stuff too. His name is Fern Goche. And Fern lives in Kingston. He is an amazing real estate investor. He does a lot of multifamily and cottages and all kinds of cool stuff. He does the same thing. He just starts doing video wherever he's at. And he just teaches his followers for free, just creating content. So what you have to do is just get in the habit of stopping what you're doing every once in a while and just talking to people. You know, when you're on your real estate sites, pull out your phone, tell them if you're having any struggles with your real estate project, share that with people. Let them know what's going on. What you want to do is show the world that you are active in real estate investing, that you're out there on projects, that you're doing stuff. Whenever I go up to any of my resorts to do site visits, any of my properties, I pull out my phone and I start teaching the people that follow me. If you're trying to raise money, the easiest way to raise money is start to build a following now. Now, there's going to be some of you that are going to say, well, that makes a lot of sense, but I don't know what to say. That's not an issue either. Here's what you say. Here's what you do. Go to YouTube and do a search there. And in the search, type real estate information or real estate investing. Type that. It's going to give you hundreds of videos that people have created, and they're talking about everything you can imagine in real estate investing. Just watch every one of those videos and make a list of the topics they're talking about. Boom, instantly, you have a list of 100 topics. So you've got that fallback list, so you can start creating content all the time. And then on top of that, whenever you're at your own projects, whenever you're out looking at real estate with an agent, pull out your freaking phone and do a video. Who cares? Like, your agent might look at you a little cross-eyed when they're doing it, but who freaking cares? You're paying the agent. If you get in the habit of building a following and doing videos just like I'm doing right now, your potential investors are going to build more trust in you. They're going to become more confident in you. They might even not even realize it's happening. This might all happen at a subconscious level, but the fact of the matter is, what they're going to be thinking is, Ken obviously knows what he's talking about, and he's worth trusting on this subject because he's putting himself out there like that. And when I listen to him in these videos, he sounds credible. He sounds like he really knows what he's talking about. It makes it so freaking easy. Donna Rintal, Tom Redstock, good to see you guys. Thank you guys for dropping by and listening to me. I'd like to know your opinions on this subject. So the fact of the matter is, I do believe somebody could raise money for real estate projects without building a following. It just makes it so much freaking easier if you do it. It's really simple. You're going to give the potential investors a chance to get to know you, a chance to like you, a chance to listen to you so they can hear that you're actually credible. That's going to subconsciously give them more confidence. And then you combine that with a properly built investors package that you give to them, you're going to radically increase your likelihood of funding, of people actually giving you money for your projects. It's that simple. If that makes sense to you and you would like more information about raising money in real estate in the 21st century, in today's world, in a digital world, I have a program where I teach people everything I know about raising money, from how to build a following for real estate investors, and then how to take the people that are following you, get them onto an email list, and then send emails out to them, how to build a proper investors package. I've literally helped hundreds of people to fund real estate projects, and I'd like to help you. If you'd like to have a private conversation about funding a real estate project and talking about it in any sense, any project whatsoever, Just type funding in the chat and I'll send you a message. Have a great day, everybody.